What's up? I want to talk about how old school marketers got traffic. It's something you won't hear about uh, because there's not a lot of marketers that are around during the old school. So before the World Wide Web, how did marketers get traffic? How did they sell their products? Well, it's an interesting thing because obviously you could run ads, but not everyone could afford to run the ads. Running full page ads and so forth was a bit complex, to be quite honest. So here's how they did it. If you went way back, I forget that, I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the guy, but he started creating programs for mail order dealers. These were people who would resell products for commission, usually 50%. For example, very famous old time mail order guy named Melvin Powers published 300 or 400 books, and he would have a mailer that he would send everyone running ads, and he would say, "Hey, you can enclose my flyer when you ship your products, and I'll pay you 50% commission on 300 or 400 products," or whatever it was, right? It's an interesting thing. Then you had a very famous old time mail order guy named Dean Dax Duvall, who had a really wide network of dealers and was really great at coming up with different programs for his dealers and blah, 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 so forth, right? Well, the modern day equivalent of this is affiliates. Same thing as the old time mail order dealers, except uh, back then, the thing I think that was different was uh, you didn't have the fraud problem that you have today. Today, the problem with just accepting any affiliate is fraud because there's these professional people that put charges through on stolen credit cards and so forth. So what you find out, and not just that, there's also now a lot of statistics about the performance of programs, the earnings, and so forth. And so dealers who are new will make the statistics look bad. And so in order to get the bigger affiliates on board, oftentimes the smaller dealer isn't allowed. And so, and it's something I'm working on to come up with a solution to this, right? But because we used to we used to accept all affiliates, and we had huge problems with fraud, just massive problems with fraud. And so the affiliates are really great source of traffic, even though they're smaller dealers, but you get a lot of them, and those sales add up. But the challenge today is just what I said, is affiliate fraud. Warrior Plus helps because they have affiliate ratings, and they have info on their chargebacks and so forth. But it's kind of hard because you got a new affiliate who comes in, they have no track record. Or they have no track record, right? And so this is how people have been getting traffic for since about 1940, 1950, was from dealers, and the modern day version is affiliates. But like I say, the model has undergone change. It's something I'm trying to work on a solution for, simply because most people don't approve new affiliates now. Number one, it hurts their stats because the new dealers often don't know how to convert to sales and so forth. So they'll send traffic that's poor quality and doesn't convert, and it ruins your stats. That's number one. And then number two, the bigger issue is the fraud issue. That's really a fly in the ointment. Now, that doesn't mean people still don't market through affiliates. They do. It's just unlike the old days where you would just accept anyone as an affiliate who met whatever your criteria were. In the day's world, I don't know about JVZoo, but I know in Warrior Plus, before you approve affiliates, you go in there, you look at all their stats, you look at their refunds, you look, and so forth, and you look at their affiliate rating to see if this is someone you want to approve. And if it's a new affiliate, you probably don't approve them. And so the problem has become now that shrinks enormously the pool of available affiliates who and so the competition becomes very, very fierce for that relatively small pool of affiliates who have good stats already existing on the platform, right? So what I'm looking for personally is just a better way to be able to bring in the new affiliates without the problem of fraud, and see if I can eliminate that, and without the problem of them just killing your stats, right? Just because the good affiliates who with established lists and so forth, they come and they see you have bad stats, so they're not going to promote, even though it has nothing to do with their stats. All it means is you had a bunch of newbie affiliates sending lower quality traffic that didn't convert well. But the established affiliate can convert much higher because they know what they're doing, right? So I think these are the problems and the challenges today with affiliates, that everyone just goes after the established affiliates, but that's a very small pool. And so it becomes enormously competitive, and it really creates all kinds of problems. That's why people have gone to content marketing like I'm doing now. That's why you have people who are doing cold outreach on LinkedIn. That's why you have people buying ads on YouTube and ads on Facebook and so forth. That's why you have people doing content marketing over on TikTok, is because they don't have the easy the ability to approve these smaller affiliates. What happened was, I believe the fraud became much easier when things came online, because they can, there's a lot more ways, I believe, when they're ordering online that they can create fraud versus the old mail order days, right? So I'm looking for a solution for this. I don't particularly have a great solution to offer you at this moment. It's something I'm thinking about. It's something I'm working on, right? I just say this, I tell you this, because it makes a difference in how you plan your marketing and what you're going to focus on. If you're going to focus on affiliates, understand you're probably going to only be dealing with established affiliates, and they have a lot of people vying for their promotion. They'll want recips, they'll want special commissions, deals, big cash prizes, and frankly, the competition is pretty intense. And that's very unlike where we came from, where businesses were built from a whole lot of small, new dealers who would bring in small amounts of sales, but you had enough of them, and it was very significant. If you've been around a long time, think back to web rings. It would be like all the people with web rings promoting your products, right? Personally, I miss web rings. I thought they were funky. I thought they were unique. I thought they were interesting. And it's too bad that Google killed them, right? I mean, to me, the internet marketing lost something when they killed the web rings, because they were really funky. They were really interesting. I love just surfing web rings and looking at the different things. It's very different from today's sanitized, commercialized websites. But be that as it may, this is the history. This is what's gone on. These are the changes that have been made. These are the challenges. It's also why you see this big trend towards content marketing, towards ads, and then also collabs, where you're on somebody's podcast and they're on yours, or they email their lead magnet to your list and vice versa, but you just hand pick the people, just like today people pretty much hand pick affiliates. All right, I hope this little dose of history has been useful to you. I'm sorry I don't have the ideal perfect solution on this, because honestly I don't, but that is the realities, that is the facts of what's going on, and just knowing this and having the perspective of it can give you value. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.